Please sign up once again. So the previous day we have seen discussing the law of demand. In that connection, you have seen the assumptions behind the law of demand and the exceptions also. Assumptions and exceptions. On what assumption this law of demand is made and the exceptions also you have seen. And today we will see only two topics today we will see. So as I told you, we are not planning to rush with the portion. So two topics today planning to do is, am I audible? If I am audible, can you please raise your hand? Aditi, Purvi, Vaishnavi. Okay, Kushagra is saying I am not audible. Better check your system. Okay, Shivam also writing yes, ma'am. Kushag, better check your system. Yeah, so resolve the issue because all the others can hear me. Only you cannot. So resolve the issue from your end. Okay. So what I was saying. Law of demand. Today we will study movement along the demand curve. Movement along the demand curve and shift in demand curve. These are the two things, two concepts that we will see. You can even write movement along the demand curve and shift in demand curve. These are the two concepts we will see in detail today. This movement along the demand curve is also known as change in quantity demanded. So put it bracket, change in quantity demanded. The first one, that is, movement along the demand curve is also known as change in demand, change in quantity demanded. Change in quantity demanded. What's the next one? Shift in demand. Shift in demand curve is the second one. Within bracket you write change in demand. Change in demand. So you may feel it is little confusing because the first one is known as what? Change in quantity demanded, and the second one is known as change in demand. So only some difference in some term, but there is difference in the explanation. The concept is different, but the name is the first one. When there is a movement along the demand curve, we call it change in quantity demanded. And when there is a shift in the demand curve, what is that? Change in demand. Don't get confused. So let us see in detail what is movement along the demand curve. Movement along the demand curve. That means you know what is the demand curve. It's a downward sloped line. Okay, Aditi, what is demand curve? You were asking what is the shape. I mean, shape is whatever you get after plotting the schedule in the graph paper. On the graph, whenever you, in whatever number given in the schedule, you plot it in the graph, put the point and plot it, you will get a line on the graph. That is actually called the demand curve. And what shape normally it has, because you know when the price is less, demand is more, and price is more, the demand is less, and price is more, demand is less, price is less, demand is more. So that inverse relation, that is why your shape of the demand curve slope downwards. So the shape, what is the shape? The simple answer, it slopes downwards. Okay, so you have a line and individual demand curve over there. If there is an increase in the price, if there is an increase in the price, what will happen? There will be an upward movement. There will be an upward movement. What do you mean by upward movement? I will show it, the graph also. So you must be having in front of you the demand curve. Just simply, you just draw a rough demand curve. Simply draw a demand curve, a downward sloping curve. There you see, what do you mean by a movement upward? Upward movement means the quantity demanded is more or quantity demanded is less. Upward movement means the quantity demanded is less. Very good. Quantity demanded is less. So when you are in the shape, you go into the upward position. It is joined in the x-axis and you just see the quantity demanded become less. Okay. So upward movement gives you a less quantity demanded, and downward movement, what does it reveal? Downward movement is an increase in the quantity demanded. Okay, so this upward movement and the downward movement happens because of what? The change in the price. That is what we will study in movement along the demand curve. Why we call it movement along the demand curve? It is happening within that line. Along the demand curve means in itself, isn't it? Suppose in the in the example, at price 5, at a price of rupees 5, 10 commodities are demanded. And at a price of 8, 5 commodities are demanded. So you will get 2 points in the demand curve. So when the price is becoming less, it takes a downward movement. Yes or no? It takes a downward movement. That means the quantity demanded is more. And the price is more, it takes an upward movement. That means the quantity demanded is less. And this both the movement happens within the line. Yes or no? Within the line, that line you have created. So you have created a line from the in the demand schedule. So these two movements happen within the line. That is why this concept is called movement along the demand curve. Movement, A-L-O-N-G, along. Movement along the demand curve or change in quantity demanded. Why change in quantity demanded? When there is a movement along the demand curve, what is happening? There is a change in quantity demanded. Vaishnavi, are you getting the point? But are you able to understand what I am saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, so why it is known as change in quantity demanded? Because an upward movement and downward movement, you just check the 2 points, an upward movement and downward movement, which is along the demand curve. There is a change in the quantity demanded. When it moves upward, there is decrease in the quantity demanded, and it moves downward, there is increase in the quantity demanded. So when it moves upward movement means less quantity is demanded, and downward movement, there is an increase in the quantity demanded. Okay, only this much we have to study in the context of movement along the demand curve. You will just put a draw a demand curve and will show whether it is an upward movement or downward movement. That's all. Okay. So this upward movement is also known as expansion of demand. Upward movement is also known as expansion of demand, and the downward movement is known as contraction of demand. Why expansion of demand? When it moves up, I think I have made it ulta, right? An upward movement decrease the quantity. An upward movement decrease the quantity. So it is known as contraction in demand. And when there is a downward movement, what happens when there is a downward movement? There is an increase in quantity. So it is known as expansion of what? Demand. Shivam, any doubt? Am I audible to you? Okay, good. So I repeat the whole thing what I have explained to you. And it will be more clear when I will show the graph and explain it to you again. Okay. So just now imagine the shape of the demand curve. Now you just imagine the shape of a demand curve. In that demand curve, from a point, it goes upward to another point. What happens? The quantity demanded become less. because it is going upward. At that particular context, you join the x-axis and see what is the quantity demanded. You will get a less number than the previous one. So an upward movement always shows a decrease in the quantity demanded. That is why it is known as contraction. Contraction in demand. Now suppose a downward movement. A downward movement, when you join it to the x-axis, it will show an increase in demand, increase in the quantity demanded. So that is why it is known as expansion of demand. So expansion and contraction. Just understand upward movement and downward movement. When it moves upward, quantity become less. Quantity demanded will become less. When it comes down, that is downward, quantity become more. When quantity become more, we will say expansion. When quantity become less, we will say contraction. That's all. Nothing else. Okay. So when I show you the graph, you will understand it more clearly. And one more point, the second point you have written is what? Shift in demand. Isn't it? Shift in demand. The other name is change in demand. Shift in demand, the other name is change in demand. In this context, it is not along the demand curve. You just again imagine the demand curve. You will get a different demand curve. That means it is not along the same demand curve. It will take a shift either rightward or leftward. That means you will get, and this happens when we take into consideration the factors other than the price. So in the first case, we will take into consideration only the factor. What is the factor we take into consideration? Price of the commodity. So when we take into consideration the price of the commodity or the relation between the price and the quantity demanded, so that is the first case. So when quantity demanded of a commodity change due to the change in price. So that's the explanation of the first. When quantity demanded change due to the change in the price, keeping other factors constant, what will happen? There will be a movement along the demand curve. I repeat, it is heavily raining outside. Okay, is there also? In Gale Township, it is raining. Is it raining there, Shiva?
Yes, ma'am.
It's raining here also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, disturbing. So, movement along the demand curve. What's the meaning of movement along? When it happens, when movement along the demand curve happens, when quantity demanded of a commodity changes due to change in the price. Okay, that is why price in one axis and the quantity in the other axis. When price goes up, quantity comes down, quantity demanded comes down, price comes down, quantity demanded goes up. So the meaning you will write like this: when quantity demanded of a commodity changes due to the change in its price, keeping the other factors constant, there is a movement along the demand curve. Along the demand curve happens when we take into consideration only the price and keep other factors unchanged. Now shift. So in this case, what we take into consideration, all the other factors like income of the customer, taste and preference of the customers, like that, several other factors which affect demand. There are several other factors which affect demand. So when that is shown with the help of a demand curve, there will be shift in the actual demand curve. It may take a rightward shift or a leftward shift. What do you mean by shift? It is not in the same line, not along the same line. It will take either rightward shift or the leftward shift. And when it happens actually, when we take into consideration that the relationship between price and quantity demanded of a commodity assuming all the other factors constant we have seen. But you know, the other factors also influence demand. There are several factors. So in the first factor, you have seen taken into consideration only price. And you know there are many other factors which affect demand. So when you take into consideration the many other factors, you will not get a movement along the demand curve, but you will get a shift in the demand curve, can be a rightward shift or a leftward shift. So that is shift in demand curve. So what will be the reason for shift in demand curve? All the other factors. Price you have seen in the first movement along the demand curve. What will be the reason for shift in the demand curve? All the other factors like change in the income of the customer, change in the price of substitute goods, change in the price of complementary goods, expectation of the customer of a change in the price in future. Okay, so all this, there are several other factors also we take into consideration. Change in population. Just remember all the other factors. Other than price, remember all the other factors we have studied, determinants of demand. So when we take into consideration all the remaining factors affect the demand, you will get a shift in the demand curve. That means either rightward shift or the leftward shift. That is known as shift in demand curve. What is rightward shift? Rightward shift definitely indicate an increase in demand. You just assume just as imagine the demand curve. When it comes in the right side, that means more quantity, yes or no? The right side means more quantity demanded. So when there is an increased demand, it takes a rightward shift. When there is a decrease in demand, it takes a leftward shift. Okay, I will show it to you. Please stay connected. The graph, it will be more clear to you. Has it come to your screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good.
Exceptions regarding future prices. If the prices are falling and are expected to fall further, the consumer will buy less and wait for the price to fall. Quality-price relationship. Some consumers think that high-priced goods are better than low-priced goods.
Can you hear it?
Yes, ma'am.
Exception of the law of demand. Can you see the slide and is it audible also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. All right. Somebody's system is on unmute.
Consumers also prefer branded goods irrespective of their price and quality.
I have started from a slide back. Okay, now the actual thing will come.
Changes in demand curve. A change in the quantity demanded in response to a change in the price of a product brings about the contraction and extension of demand. This is represented by a movement along a given demand curve. An increase in the demand of a product due to a fall in its price is known as the extension of demand. A fall in the demand of a product due to a rise in its price is known as the contraction of demand.
See, a change in the quantity demanded in response to a change in price of a product bring about the contraction and extension of demand. I think it is more clear now. So this movement along the demand curve happens because of what? Change in price of a product. So when the price changes, what happened? There happened a contraction or extension of demand. And this, when you make it in the graph, it will be a movement along the demand curve. It will be a movement along the demand curve when you plot it in the graph. Okay, and if there is an increase in the demand, it is known as extension of demand. And if there is a decrease in the demand, it is known as contraction of demand. I'm keeping the slide for a minute. You just read it. You can even take a screenshot of it. May I move to the next slide? May I move to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Whatever. Okay, it is login. Login करना. Let me try. Timeout. Actually, I had kept it open. Now again, I have to log in.
Consumer behavior, and this topic covers meaning of demand and the law of demand.
These are the topics we have
Factors
already
determining
covered. So I am coming to that slide which I am taking now.
meaning, types of an individual market slope of the demand curve. The exceptions to the law of demand. Exceptions regarding changes in demand curve. A change in the quantity demanded in response to a change in the price of a product brings about the contraction and extension of demand. This is represented by a movement along a given demand curve. An increase in the demand of a product due to a fall in its price is known as the extension of demand. A fall in the demand of a product due to a rise in its price is known as the contraction of demand.
So this is a very important topic, even though it's very simple. So the explanation is a change in the quantity demanded in response to the change in price. So here we compare the quantity demanded and the price only. And what is its effect on the demand? When its effect is like increase in demand, we call it extension of demand. And when there is a decrease in demand, we call it contraction of demand. Okay.
Shift in demand curve. A change in demand due to factors other than the price is described as a shift in demand. Increase in the consumer's income. As the income of the consumer increases, assuming other factors remain constant, the demand and price of the product change. Price of substitute products. If the price of a substitute product increases, the demand curve shifts towards the right.
See, in the previous slide, you have seen increase in the income of the customers. You know, when there is an increase in the income of the customers, it will take a rightward shift because there will be an increase in the demand. And now, price of substitute goods. If the price of substitute product increases, so your substitute is getting more costly, then the demand curve will shift towards the right. Substituted costly means the given commodity will be in good demand now. So the demand of the given commodity will be more because the substitute has become costly now. It has a higher price. So the given commodity's demand will be more because your substitute has a high price. So the given commodity, the commodity we are talking about, it will have an increase in demand. That is why it is taking a rightward shift. So the two factors you have seen is, first one is increase in income and the second one is price of substitute goods.
A quick recap. Here are the main points covered in this topic. For a demand to be effective, one must have the desire, willingness, and ability to buy. There are various factors that determine the demand for a particular commodity. The law of demand states that there is an inverse relationship between the demand and price of a product, assuming all the other factors remain constant. The law of demand is based on certain assumptions. The law of demand is not applicable to inferior goods, basic necessities, and luxury goods. A change in the quantity demanded in response to a change in the price of the product brings about the contraction and extension of demand. A change in demand due to factors other than the price is described as a shift in demand. Evidence of the law of demand. Collect the following
that's a
information
project
and
work.
prepare a project. Visit a few retailers or wholesalers in your locality. Request them to share their. A quick recap. Here are the main points covered in this topic.
So the visit anyway you cannot do in the present condition. So leave the project. So now here we have seen what is the meaning of movement along the demand curve and shift in demand curve. Movement along the demand curve means in the same demand curve, the points will move to upward or come downward. The upward movement means there is an expansion of demand and the downward movement means there is a contraction of demand. So that is movement along the demand curve. And what is shift in demand curve? Here in this slide you have seen
Price of substitute. Shift in demand curve. A change in demand due to factors other than the price is described as a shift in demand. Increase in the consumer's income. As the income of the consumer increases, assuming other factors remain constant, the demand and price of the product change. For normal goods such as wheat, rice, edible oil, and cooking gas, the demand curve shifts to the right with the increase in income.
see these two curves. This black one, which is drawn with the black, this is the actual demand curve. So when there is an increase in the income, it will not be shown as a movement along the demand curve. It takes a rightward shift. It takes a rightward shift because it is not a it is not a relation between the price and quantity. So because it is another factor, that is the income has increased, that is why the demand is increasing. So it will not come in this particular demand curve. So it takes a shift from the actual demand curve. So here in this case, it has taken a shift that is towards right. So that is why it is known as shift in demand curve. So this is the actual demand curve, the black one, and this green one is the shifted demand curve, that is rightward. This is a rightward shift. And here you see the leftward shift. See the heading here, inferior goods. You know, when the income increases, people decrease the demand for inferior goods. Now they will start buying more superior goods. So definitely there is a decrease in the demand of inferior goods when income increases. So when income increases, this was your actual demand curve. Income increase, what is the demand for inferior goods? So here only inferior goods is given. The demand for inferior goods take a leftward shift. So if you are asked to show or represent the shift in demand curve in the case of inferior goods, when the income of the pupil increases, this is the answer. Here the conditions are, this is inferior goods and the income of the pupil increases. So when income of the people increases, you know there is less demand for inferior goods. That is why it has taken a leftward shift. Why it is known as shift? It is not in this point, not in any of this point that is this particular actual demand curve. It has taken a shift from that and it has moved to the leftward. That is why it is known as a shift. And in this case, it is a leftward shift. And here, it's a rightward shift. What is given here? Normal goods. You know, in the case of normal goods, when the income increases, the demand increases. So this is the actual demand curve. When the income increases, it takes a rightward shift. It takes a rightward shift. That's the right shift. Okay, so in the case of shift, you know, it can be a rightward shift or leftward shift. In the case of rightward shift, it is known as increased demand, increase in demand. In the case of leftward shift, it is known as decreased demand. So this is increased demand and this is decreased demand. So generally also you can say, I mean, no need of taking normal goods and inferior goods. The general statement is when income increases, demand increases. So this, in that case, it will come income increases, demand increases. So it will take a rightward shift. So here, more particularly, they are given what happens in the case of normal goods and what happens in the case of inferior goods. I hope it is clear to you. Any doubt? Is it clear to you? Are you there?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. When I hear your sound, I'm very happy. I thought you people are not there. Okay. Then let me...
Changes in demand curve. A change in the quantity demanded in response to a change in the price of a product brings about the contraction and extension of demand. This is represented by a movement along a given demand.
So here the questions are, first question, what do you mean by change in demand curve? That's the first question. Change in demand curve is that the response to a change in price. What is change in demand curve? A change in the quantity demanded in response to a change in price. Next question, what is an extension of demand? Extension of demand means when the price decreases, it takes a downward movement. That means the quantity demanded is more. That is known as extension of demand. And what is contraction of demand is not there? Okay, what is contraction of demand? When the price increases, it takes an upward movement in the demand curve. Upward movement where? Along the demand curve, and there is a decrease in the quantity demanded. That is known as contraction in demand. I think that is not given here. The graph for that is
Shift in demand curve. A change in
only for shift is they are given the graph.
Price of substitute products. If the price of a
See, this is the case with price of substitute product. So take for example, Pepsi and Cola. If the price of Pepsi increases, it is good for Cola. That means there is an increase in demand for Coke. Just take it as Pepsi and Coke to substitute. And this is the demand for Coke. And the price of Pepsi increases, then demand for Coke increases because your substitute has increased their price. So the old customers will buy more and some additional customers also will buy your product. So whenever your substitute product increase their price, it is good for you because more customers will come and choose your product. So that is this price of substitute goods. So they have explained normal goods, inferior goods, and substitute goods, how it happens in how the shift happens in the demand curve. I think it's clear for you. Take a screenshot.
A quick recap.
Okay,
Here are the main points covered in this topic.
This is law of demand. All these things actually you have seen. That's simply a repetition. Okay, so I'm coming back. Why many faces are so serious? Why Purvi you are so serious? Huh? Was the presentation, was the, what was slide so difficult? Was it easy? It became more clear now? Yes or no? Okay. So what are the topics we have covered today? Movement along the demand curve and shift in demand curve. In the first case, along the demand curve, different points. And in the other case, a shift from the either up, right side or left side. The rightward shift happen when there is an increase in demand, and leftward shift happen when there is a decrease in demand. And along the demand curve means in the same line at different points. The same line may be at a different point towards the upside, that upward movement and downward movement. When it goes upward, you just see when it goes moving towards upside, join the line at what quantity it is being demanded. Just see at x-axis where it touches. Then you will get the quantity demanded. The quantity demanded will be less when there is an upward movement, and when there is a downward movement, the quantity demanded will be more. That is expansion and contraction. Expansion when the quantity increases, and contraction when the quantity decreases. Quantity of what? Demand. Upward movement means contraction, and downward movement means expansion. Okay? And I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, any doubt? Any doubt? You are always welcome.